So basically in your Pajero here, 2006 to 2019, they've pretty much kept the same like fascia shape. So you got aircon panels on each side. But what does change is the head unit part. So if you have an older one, you're going to have like a button screen, or like some of them had like a nav one, but it's still just like the same. So you just need to get your trim and removal tools and just pop on the edge of these and pop them out. Then once they do come out, just like that, you've already popped these ones out, so that's fairly easy. On the top of this one, you just have your hazard button. Just push it down and pull it out. That can go on the back there. Then your aircon just needs to come out, so just give that a pull. That'll plug out like that. Again, you can unplug it or just have it like hanging down here. And then on here again, you've got a fascia on the front. Pull out that. You've got some plugs on the back of that. This one here. So that comes out like that. Put that in the back. Then you just need to take the screws out of here. So depending on what like model you have, you could have different screws, but we'll just pull these out. So just undo these. Put these down somewhere, you'll remember where they are. These cables in the back here, you can see are actually for our head unit. We've run them already, but so you won't be seeing these. And then just pull your head unit out. Oh, sorry, two more down the bottom. There should always be 4 screws on any model that you have, basically. And just give the head unit a good pull, it'll come out, and you can just go through and unplug all the plugs in the back. All the plugs will have a push down button on top that has to be pushed down and pulled out, so just be aware of that. So that's all the plugs I like taken out now. You can see them all here, and I'll go through and put the new head unit in now. So now you're just going to grab your easy adapter kit and CAN bus box. Pretty straightforward. You're just going to like match them up to the car side plug. So that big the main one's obviously going to go into here. This one will go to where it plugs into. They can sort of only fit in the actual ones they go into, so can't go too wrong there. Then you'll also see we've got these left over. These plugs here are left over, so you can see we've still got the radio one, which will be I like using. We've got the HDMI input for the car, which pretty much looks like useless. The 2 factory USB ports here. This here will be like our factory GPS. If you had GPS, we're not going to be like using it anymore because we're going to put like different GPS in, and that's the DAB antenna, so we're not using that either. So that's like basically all you need to do. Then you want to grab your 6-pin grey plug here, or this like purple one. Plug the purple into here. That's going to be to get your factory reverse camera working. If you are using one of our aftermarket reverse cameras, you're just going to like run that camera RCA back to here and plug it into the cam in. So the factory reverse camera on the back will go into your tail light power, and then the RCA will run to the front here and plug into like this one, and that's how you get your feed. So we want that and that. Yeah, so grab the head unit, then put your main 20-pin plug into the back of it. Put the grey 6-pin plug into here, and then put the antenna plug into here. So this is just going to be a sound, reverse camera and steering wheel test. So just something you want to do before you put it all back together. So just turn the car on. We'll just show the boot screen the first time it boots up. After that we'll boot fast, just because we haven't had it plugged in. So what we're going to test here is we're going to test our steering wheel controls, a reverse camera and sound. So just go to the radio, scroll through.
A photographic exhibition where
and you can see this sounds coming through, and I'm using steering wheel controls now, and you can see steering wheel controls are working, so that's fine. Then the last thing we just want to check is obviously put the car into reverse. Put the car in reverse, just make sure the reverse camera is working. So we've just checked all our options are working, that's all good. We can go and put the head unit in now. So we've got the GPS here, so once you've peeled off this sticker mount, just go back as far as you can and stick it onto the dash in like a flat spot that you can find. There's plenty of them normally, so that's going to give you a clear view of the sky straight through your windscreen. Give it a good push down, and that's your GPS plugged in, so that is this brass one at the end here. Yep. The Wi-Fi antenna can just float like loose, so that's fine. Put that in when it's time. And that's all the cables we need, apart from our like USB ones. We're going to put our retention cables in, and we've also run these ones here. So we've got like a third USB and our two main USBs. So we've just tuck those down on the side here, and they are popping out here by the glove box. Because there's no free panel switch spaces on this one. So we've got two USB retention cables here, so this is going to retain the factory USB. So obviously they just plug into two USBs. So 1, 2, and then they're actually going to plug into our USBs here. So obviously we've dropped them down here, we're going to bring them back up and plug them together. And then that'll pass through the USBs into the factory ones here. So on your factory fascia here, obviously the trip computer needs to obviously come out. So 1, 2, 3/4 Phillips head screws, and you got these tabs on the top and some tabs on the bottom. So you just can use your trim removal tool and just actually lift these tabs up, so you can actually pop the whole unit out. So we've transferred the trip computer into the top there, obviously just screws back into our fascia. Now we're just going to go through and put all the plugs back in, put the unit together, and then before we actually clip it back in, we will test everything again. So just make sure your plugs get done up. So obviously we've got like a GPS here, goes to our one that says GPS on it on the side. Just need to do it up hand tight, so as you spin it in, you'll know when it goes tight. And give it a good twist at the end. The Wi-Fi antenna, let's get this float loose at the back, so that's fine. Our video input down here, so that's all good. Just making sure everything's happy. Also, once we've got that in, got our USB cables here. So the purple one's the third USB, goes in the 4-pin plug. This one goes straight below it. These can only fit actually where they can fit into, but they could go into like a smaller one, so just be careful when you do put them in. That's all our plugs, and we just need our FM antenna coming up here, and then that's everything. And then we'll do a test before we actually put it all back in. Obviously, when you put it back in, it's handy if you, on the back here there's a bar, so I should have filmed it, but if you tuck the cables down behind there and kind of pull them down a bit, because you've got to be quite limited for room in the back. And then when you go to put it in, you kind of go with like a dip and pop the trip computer up above that little plastic bar that's in there. And then you'll see it'll push in, and your clips will clip it back in. So again, just a double check that you have like a radio.
Chemist and collect them anytime. You can
your steering wheel controls are working, and your sound is working, and obviously a reverse camera. So that's all good. So now we can just go back and put, so obviously in the back here we're going to put our aircons back in now. Make sure you put the hazard switch in, so turn it all back off for that. So put this aircon bottom bit in, obviously that just pops back in. And with your clips, and then your top bits will pop back in, and obviously your other side here will also clip back in. So just make sure it all lines up. It is plastic, so it will clip back in, but you just want to make sure it's all lined up first, and that's basically all your hedging all back in there. So you're all good to go.